Hi there, lovelies. Thank you and welcome once again to Abenasia's Recipes. In today's video, I'm sharing with you a very healthy rice dish, Chinkafa or Shinkafa recipe. You can also call it Kwenkwen. Let's get right into it. For this recipe, you need African local brown rice. I believe Nigerians call it ofada rice. I could be wrong, guys. I've already cooked my assorted meat. I'm using oxtail and cowhide or cow skin. And you know, these two meats are very tough and it takes a while to cook. So I used my pressure cooker to cook it. I'll leave the detailed ingredients in my description. I cooked this in my pressure cooker for about 35 to 40 minutes. If you're to cook it on the stove, it will take you about 2 to 3 hours. Before frying the meat, I'll go ahead to fry my hard-boiled egg until it is golden brown and then remove it, then set it on the side. Now into the same oil, I'm gonna fry my oxtail until it is golden brown, and then I'll add in some sliced onion for extra flavor. You can use any meat of choice. You can use beef, goat, any beef type of choice, but I'm using oxtail today. Once the meat is done frying, I'll remove it out of the oil and then we'll proceed. If today is your first time on this channel, hello there and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe if you have not done so. We share easy recipes on this channel. Kindly hit the post notification so anytime I upload a video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Thank you. My meat has fried beautifully, so I'll remove everything out of the oil along with the onions. Okay, you can use the onions to make the stew as well. Thank you so much. I've transferred the oil that I used to fry the meat into my pot that I'll be cooking the rice in. So into the oil, I've added in my stockfish or my salted fish. I allowed it to fry for a minute or two and then added in my sliced onion. You can use white or yellow onion for this recipe as well. And then I'll come in with my tomato paste. The process of this rice dish is just like making jollof rice. But this rice dish has slightly different ingredients than jollof rice. So after frying my tomato paste for about 5 minutes, I added in my blended tomatoes, onion, garlic, ginger, habanero pepper, and then we'll mix or stir everything together. I covered it to fry for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm adding in my Dawadawa or Locust bean. I'll add in my dried herring and my canned tuna. You can use mackerel for this recipe or any type of fish that you prefer. All right, and then we'll stir it up nicely, cover it, and allow everything to cook very well. I'll add in my shrimp stock cube. Please add it to your taste. I'll stir it up and then cover it to continue cooking. We want the stew to fry beautifully. While the stew is still frying to perfection, we'll be washing our rice. Guys, this is a local rice and please make sure that you wash it thoroughly. Sometimes it has like stones and dirt. This rice can be very dirty. So wash it 8 to 10 times until you get a very clear water on top, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I made sure to wash it thoroughly until I was able to see clear water on top of the rice. Thank you so much for doing that. After thoroughly washing my rice, I went back to check on the stew and it has cooked beautifully. So I'm adding in my assorted meat. I've added in my wele or cowhide and my fried oxtail. We'll allow the meat and the stew to cook for a good 5 minutes and then we'll come back and remove all the meat out of the stew. We won't be cooking the meat with the rice. So make sure to remove all the meat out of the stew before adding your rice. Sorry for the noise in the back. The kids are home while I was doing this voiceover, so please forgive me. So after I remove all the meat out of the stew, we'll come in with the rice and we'll be cooking this just like cooking jollof rice. To my amazing returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you for sharing my videos on your various platforms. God bless you. After scooping the rice into the stew, we'll stir it up nicely and then I'll add in my meat stock. Never throw away your meat stock, guys. That is where all the flavor is. You can follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube Shorts. Thank you and God bless you. Please know that this type of rice requires lots of water. So after adding in my stock, I added in water and then some salt to taste. And please add the salt to your taste. I'll also add in my spaghetti. We'll break it up and then stir it up nicely into the rice. I'll cover it, allow it to cook until the rice absorbs all the water. If you're still watching at this time, thank you so much. God bless you for doing that. So I'll check on the rice now, stir it up nicely, and then we'll use the wooden spoon to create well or poke holes. I'll cover with aluminum foil and then we'll allow the rice to cook until it is tender or very well cooked or soft. And like I said, this type of rice requires lots of water. So if the rice is hard, kindly add more water, okay? You want a very well cooked brown rice. I cooked this rice for my family members that were craving Chinkafa rice. So I had a whole lot of people in my house that was going to enjoy this delicious rice. So if you see that I'm cooking in a big pot, remember that I do serve a large family size. I'll leave the detailed ingredients in my description. And remember, you can always cook half of the recipe. You don't have to cook this big batch if you don't have a large family that you're serving. I enjoy this with a little bit of beans, gari, my fried egg, and then the stewed meat that we removed out of the stew. So this is how you enjoy your Ghana Kwenkwen, Chinkafa or Shinkafa. Delicious Ghanaian local brown rice. And guys, it is so comforting. So delicious. Thank you so much for staying with me until this time. Stay blessed, stay safe. Bye guys.